Libra, welcome to Star Tarot. This is your November 2018 general reading. I do want to thank you if you are returning to this channel. Gemini, you guys have shown me so much love in such a short period of time that I've been here. I've been on the tube for about 2 months, and you guys have just literally blew up my channel with likes, shares, comments, subscribes. I've had a whole lot of personal readings, and a lot of those came from y'all. So I appreciate the love that you guys have shared here, shown me. I can't even express how amazing it has been to be able to receive this from you all. So thank you so much. If this is the first time that you're tuning in, thank you so much for tuning into this channel. I hope that you find value here, and I hope that you continue to return. This message will not resonate with everyone. I always have to say this because it is definitely true. You know, the energy that I'm picking up from and pulling off from and giving the message to is for those individuals that need to hear that message at that particular time. So you might feel like some parts of this resonate with you and others don't. That's where you're going to want to, take a look at your moon, rising, and Venus signs to see if those things fill in the gaps for the things that didn't cover here. If you're not feeling like this message is for you at all, that is certainly fine. So what I would say is same thing for you. Check out your other rising, moon, and Venus signs, or you guys could just go ahead and book a personal reading with me. Right now I'm doing $20 readings until October 31st. That information is down below if you're interested in doing that. I am getting rather booked, so if you are interested in it, you might want to jump on the bandwagon, because November I am going to put the prices up just a bit. Just don't know what it will be, so I can't really tell you at this point. Now the other thing is that I do use several decks on my channel. I swap in and swap out, and so I will list all of those decks down below if you're interested in light work, or if you like to have your own personal decks. I will be using the Fountain Tarot deck for most of your reading, and then I will be, of course, using the Doreen Virtue Romance Angels deck, and I probably will pull from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck as well. But again, that information will be down below. I do have an Amazon store now, so you can buy those through those links if you're interested. All right, so time is fluid. Some of these events may have already happened, may happen in the next couple of days, couple of weeks, and certainly flow into the following months. So always keep those things in mind. And so Libra, let's just get right down to it. So your overall energy right now with the Five of Wands is a lot of conflict. There is a lot of conflict around you. There might be some internal conflict, but mostly what I'm seeing is a lot of conflict, a lot of arguments and competition swirling around you. Now this could be friends, family, loved ones. It also could be co-workers. So it just seems like everywhere you're going, there's some conflicts that are popping up around you, or there just could be one particular conflict or something that has to do with competition that is, is really getting to the heart of the matter with you. It's like it's a big deal. It's on your mind. So this is why your overall energy is showing this, because this conflict is definitely something that you can't just blow off. It's like a big deal. It's consuming your mind. It's affecting your overall energy. Now what is crossing you or complementing you, however you want to look at it, is the Star card. So you might be dealing with an Aquarius, because the Star card is Aquarius. So there is some hope here that you have, that this conflict will definitely cease, or you're thinking maybe there is some short term to this. You're not feeling like this is something that is going to be overtaking you for a long period of time, or at least you're hoping so. So the good thing is that you have hope. So I'm going to say that this is a compliment to your situation. There is hope that this conflict, this competition, whatever is going on, these arguments, there's definitely going to be a resolve in the matter of that. Now, the foundation of the reading is the Three of Wands. So you're super focused right now, and for some of you, you're focused on taking care of some things that you need to take care of, projects, things at work, things around the house, anything that you are definitely needing to take care of when it comes to your personal life, your well-being. But you're also focused on the Three of Cups. So you're having some friends and family that are around you that are here to help you through whatever you're needing to get done, or it could be that you are getting so much done and you are focused and you are able to celebrate the things that you have accomplished with that. Because with the Three of Cups in this deck, we're talking about the present, past, and future, kind of like how we're doing this reading here. So there is a lot of accomplishments to celebrate because it looks like you've been focused like hell in terms of your present, past, and future. So it could be speaking to that. It looks like you've put in a lot of hard work, a lot of focus there. Now, the best case scenario right now that can happen in this situation with the conflict and all the things that you're, focused on is justice. So for some of you, you might have some legal issues that you are needing to take care of, and that's where the conflict is, or the competition, because it's you versus whoever. And you're hoping that, there's hope that the situation will, pan out in your favor. And with the Three of Wands, there's a lot of hard work that you're putting in towards this court hearing or legal matter, and there is some celebration due to justice being served. So I am seeing that for a small portion of you. Now, for some of you, this just speaks about needing some justice in the event of this conflict here and some of the things that you've been focused on and doing. And so you're trying to find that perfect balance between staying focused, celebrating, and having some good times with friends and family, but also getting your work done. It also can talk about taking some responsibility for some of the present, past, and future things that are going to happen. So it's almost like you standing in the space of taking some true accountability here when it comes to whatever decisions you've made and whatever things you've built, okay, in terms of in your own life. So, and that's also you, Libra. The Justice card is you. So you're showing up in your own reading, taking responsibility, showing up and saying, hey, let's get some balance, let's get some justice here. Now, in the past here, your past energy was someone that was really generous, very compassionate. You may have been very generous when it came to money or material things, or it might have just been compassionate with your time, your attention, and your compassion. All right. And maybe even with this justice here, there needs to be justice that is served because of this conflict that you're having. In the past, you've been someone that's been very compassionate despite of what was going on. And now, the justice is, being served to you because you have had that demeanor in the past and you weren't the person that would, retaliate. So if you had, this conflict in the past where people were coming at you and you were really calm and you were very compassionate, and, that might be the justice that has been served to you because you did stay balanced. So I am seeing here that you have been compassionate in the past. There is some conflict right now that, there is hope it will kind of come to an end, kind of wear itself out, putting in a lot of focus into the practical things that you have going on in your life, but also giving some focus to the people that love and support you, bringing balance and justice into your situation, and certainly compassionate in the past. Now, in the near future here, with the Knight of Coins, there's going to be some news that comes your way that has to do with prosperity. So this could be you're getting a new job, or all of the work that you've put in towards a project has now manifested into something, into some type of entrepreneurship situation for you. Or this also speaks of travel. So you might have a new opportunity that you have to travel to or travel for. And so because you've put in a lot of focus into your life and all of the things that you've put in, it might be paying off here with this Knight of Coins, because there is something stable, something more stable coming your way with this news. Now with the Eight of Cups here, this speaks about walking away from something to walk towards something that serves you better, okay? So you might be deciding to leave your old job for the better job. You might be contemplating moving or traveling for this job, or you might just be leaving the old whatever it is that left you not feeling as prosperous or financially stable, or just stable period. You leaving this instability and walking towards what is now being offered as something stable. So that's what I see here in the near future. Speaking of stability, okay, I see here that the outcome is the Hierophant here. So there's going to be some form of commitment that comes your way. Now you could be making the commitment to somebody, or someone could be making a commitment towards you, but I feel like this is you making a commitment towards someone, because right alongside is the Strength card. So it's almost like you gathering up the strength to be committed and to offer some form of commitment to someone. And if you're not offering the commitment, which I strongly feel here, someone is offering you this commitment and you're needing the strength to, handle this commitment. Now, the reason why I say that is there is some level of confusion in your position of, fears here, hopes and fears. So you have a lot of confusion in the department of love is what I'm seeing. There's a lot of confusion, and the reason why there's confusion here is you don't really know how to start a new beginning with someone. It's like you want to have this commitment, you want to accept this commitment, but there is some confusion on how to do that. And so there is some confusion here. Now, this will all make sense once we go down to the outside influence, okay? So with the Ten of Swords here, I'm gathering that there was an ending of something in your past, which to me is a relationship. And because of this ending of this relationship, I think that's what is causing you to have some reserve when it comes to being committed to, to someone, or making a commitment, offer to someone. Now, the reason that is because not only is there an ending from the past that looms over you, or there could be an ending that happened in this conflict here. There was an ending that happened. And because the ending was something that you didn't think you could bounce back from, there is some reminiscing about this ending, this relationship that ended. There is some good attributes about it that really stick in your mind. You're reminiscing about it. So either for some of you, there is a new commitment, a new offer that you're wanting to make to someone new, but because of some hurt and the ending of a relationship that you remember as being something really good, really wonderful, you're not able to move forward, and that's where the confusion of how to make this new start with someone, because you still have some old residue of feeling happy and then feeling betrayed and feeling, that loss. So it's like you don't want to feel that again, is what I'm hearing. So you may still miss that person, and that is ended and you miss them, and it might be that you're reminiscing about them, or it could be that you just remember how it felt to be happy and then be devastated, and you don't want to feel those two things again, and you are having a hard time to commit, or there was an ending with someone here with this conflict, and that's where the ending was, or that's where the conflict was, and you are definitely bringing justice and taking some responsibility on what happened with that, and you're getting some focused support from friends and family, and things are starting to look better for you, and you're wanting, there is going to be this commitment, there is going to be strength in that, but there is hopes and fears on how to start again, how to start this new beginning with this person that you ended something with, or they ended something with you. So this is what I'm seeing here. Now, the influence that you're bringing in is the Seven of Swords. So this is really like the dishonesty card. So you're either not being honest about how you feel, or there's something that you're sneaking around and doing. We'll get to the bottom of this, but this also speaks of, in this particular deck, the Fountain Tarot deck, this is also courage. This is like knowing that the blades are sharp. Okay, so we're talking about these blades here. This can happen in any situation. There could be an ending in any situation. But you knowing that the blades can be very, very sharp, but you're willing to take a risk on grasping those blades and seeing if they do cut you. So it's almost like, I'm willing to have strength in being committed with this person, and there's a possibility that I might end up like this again, but I'm willing to take this risk and pick up these swords right at the tip. Okay, I'm willing to grab those blades and take the risk in this matter, because I want to be with this person. I want to do this. Now, at the bottom of the deck is the King of Swords. So this is like integrity. This is wisdom. Okay. So when we're looking at the Seven of Swords with being dishonest, I really feel like it's more so of willing to take the initiative to just grab those swords by the blades, and it's almost like, I know it could hurt. Love hurts, but I'm willing to do that. It's like being courageous. And there is a lot of integrity and wisdom that you now exude. So you know that it's going to hurt. You know that love is not easy, but it doesn't have to be detrimental. It doesn't have to, it doesn't have to cut your hand off. It's just that there are going to be times of good and bad, and you're now wise in that, and you have a little bit more integrity when it comes to that. Where in the past, I believe, with this conflict, there might have been an instant where you, again, just being so compassionate and so generous, maybe you didn't express how you were really feeling. Maybe you just kind of hung in there even though it hurt, and you really didn't express how you felt or what you really wanted. But now you have a little bit more integrity, a little bit more wisdom about yourself, and you know, you're bringing some justice in here, and you're saying, I am taking full responsibility for the things that, you know, I did, said, how I operated in the past. So, you know, this Seven of Swords definitely, to me, is courage. I wanted to see what was at the bottom of the deck. So I don't see this as you being dishonest. I feel like, you know, you're trying to be as courageous as you can be concerning this situation. So let's go ahead and I want to trying to figure out what decks I want to use here first. All right, we'll do the Romance Angels love deck here. And I don't try to let this be a purposely like a love reading. I feel like I call it a general reading, and however it comes out. I mean, we did have some information about, you know, news about a new job or a project you've been working on, but it seems like love just comes up time and time again when I'm doing these general reads. So, all right, so retreat. It says it's time to disconnect from the world, okay? So I think that, you know, it looks like there's like a lot of focus going on, a lot of things to consider when we're talking about these new opportunities. So, and you're trying to find the strength to make a commitment or to be commitment, and there's some confusion on how to start something new. So I think that, you know, you do need to disconnect just a little bit here and figure some things out, because you do want to be in balance. You know, you do want to make sure that you're taking accountability and responsibility for the decisions that you make. All right, unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So what I'm seeing here is that, you know, if you are trying to get this strength, if you're confused about how to make this new start, and it's because you are trapped within this old relationship, okay, and it's not allowing you to move forward, excuse me, you don't have enough chemistry or attraction, this is for some of you, to move on to someone else at this time, because you're still in the mode of this person, or you know, this situation with this old love interest, what had happened. And maybe it's not that you're not attracted to this person, it's just that you're still holding on to old hurts, okay? What else do we have here? Or maybe someone here is that. Maybe there's someone that you're trying to make a commitment to and you don't know how to make a new start. Maybe it's the person that you're interested in as the outside influence. Maybe they are still holding on to someone from their past, and they're not able to move forward, okay? And now that I'm looking at this, maybe this Seven of Swords, the dishonesty here for some of you is that you're not being honest about how you feel about a past relationship or situation. And maybe that's where this dishonesty is coming from. You're not being honest about this. You're not sharing with this person that you're trying to be with or trying to be with you. You're not being honest with them. You do have some level of confusion. It looks like there will be a commitment here, and you will have to be strong because you're confused on how to make a new beginning, because you're still locked into this old situation and you're not being open and sharing that with this new person. So again, take it how it resonates. And you can't possibly show love and move forward in a commitment if you haven't released some of that. Now, there is some attraction here. It says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So there is some attraction here. So I am seeing that this is two different case scenarios. So the unrequited love is for someone that is interested in, reminiscing and revisiting this past with someone else and still not getting over it. Or this could be you. But for some of you, there is attraction here, and you are willing to take, the blades by the hand, and even though there is this old hurt, and to move forward, because there is attraction here. So yeah, there is a message for the two different case scenarios here. Yeah, so separation from your partner is in the horizon. So it's time apart. We're talking about retreat here. So I'm seeing here that either way, the outcome is going to be a commitment here, or finding strength to be committed eventually. And there is some confusion of how to move to something new, how to start something new. But this right here is, this outside influence is really, really hindering you from moving on, regardless if this is something from the other end, the person you're interested in, if they're still hung up on something old, or if you're still hung up on something old. This is causing, it's not allowing you to really move forward. Now, if this is you had a separation with someone and that is the conflict, and you still just can't get over the hurt and the pain, and you just feel like you cannot move forward because of the things that were said and done, and even though you love them and reminisce, you're not willing to be honest with them and let them know that. So there is this separation, okay? And you're gonna need to retreat, and there isn't enough love and attraction in this situation. But for some of you, there is some attraction that is still here, or is here. And what I'm getting is that there needs to be some time, some space, because it's like, if this is for one whole person, this situation, there's a lot of confusion, like this right here. It's a lot of confusion. It's like wanting to retreat, not feeling like there's enough love and chemistry here, and then feeling like there's some attraction, and then needing to separate again. So it's almost like this confusion. But this is the love advice here. This is the love advice. The love advice is that for some of you, you need to retreat. There is not enough love and chemistry here, only because there is that setback with the Six of Cups and the Ten of Swords. For some of you, there is attraction here, and because there still is some old residue, you need to have some separation here and allow this person to sort through this. This person is trying to find the strength, or you're trying to find the strength in order to get committed. But there's some confusion here on how to start something new when you're hung up on the old, and someone here is either not being honest about it, about the things that have happened to them in the past, or what they're still hung up on, or they're willing to take the blades by the hand and move forward. But I don't see right now. I feel like the attraction is there. They want to find the strength, or you want to find the strength, but there has to be some form of separation so that everybody can get their heads together. But yeah, Libra, and I'll tell you what, this level of confusion and just this conflict here makes so much sense. I've talked to a lot of Libras, like I said, a lot of personal readings that I've done, and there is a lot of confusion. There is a lot of double-mindedness. So to me, I'm not too shocked, but the advice is to retreat. Take this separation and definitely figure out what it is, who it is, and what you want to do. Because, you know, you've worked so hard to get things into balance. You want justice here, and you want to be wise and have integrity. And look, right under that is this, the Four of Swords. This is a quiet space, taking some quiet time. Eight of Swords. This is mental entrapment. Okay? So there's a lot of confusion here. Okay? So you're focusing on getting your own practical things together, and there's friends and family around you, you know, to help support you, and there's going to be justice, but you need to take accountability for some things here. Okay? And you know, it looks like you will, and you're trying to find the strength, but you need to retreat, and you need to separate yourself if you haven't already, and figure out, where is this unrequited love? Is it on your end, their end? And who are you attracted to? Who are you trying to bring into the scheme of things? Now I'm going to, it's a lot. I didn't think it was going to be all like that. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Milk and honey and here and now in reverse. Doesn't surprise me that here and now is in reverse. All right, so 51. I like to read these right out of here because they really, really give some true knowledge here. Okay. So this speaks about sensuality, connection and passion when it comes to romance. Sweet moments of understanding and love amongst friends and families are all here for you to savor now. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with the honey of abundance. Absolutely what we were just talking about. Friends and family, you know, and whatever your heart's desire is, it's saying that, you know, you will get the calling on that. It will be answered. And definitely need to be in your thoughts of what you want so that you can experience the sweetness of the moments, okay, of understanding and love, okay? So the here and now was in reverse, so let's see what that's about. This is a new deck for me, so, but I love it because I feel like it gets to the nitty-gritty of it all. Alright, so let's see here. Here and now. Being fully present in the moment, living one day at a time. Okay? So let's see what the verse. Alright, so whenever you find your mind drifting into the past, wondering if things could have or should have been better, or whenever you find yourself longing for the good old days, you leak power. The same is true of looking too far ahead and hoping the future will provide you with certainty. Driven by ambition, you might wander too long in a place with no substance and forget that you are here today. The past and future are illusions. Whenever you leave the present moment, you're disconnecting from your inherent power to manifest your reality with true substance. Neither past nor future can give you what you need. Now is all that counts. Come back from those eternities and be here now. All will be well, and miracles will appear as if by magic in the perfect timing of spirit. Oh, wow. It's exactly what we were just talking about here. You know, getting out of the past, all right, and living in the here and now. And this was in reverse, and this was the reading for it in reverse. You're not living in the here and now, and so because you're not able to experience the milk and honey. Okay, so let's fix whatever we need to fix within ourselves, get justice, rightfully so, for ourselves, and rest, quiet time, retreat, separate ourselves because it's needed, or someone may have already separated from you, but there is unrequited love here because of this confusion. Because of this confusion. There is attraction, or was attraction here, but at this point in time, you need to retreat, bottom line. You need to retreat and figure out what it is that you want, and you have put a lot of focus in to your practical aspects of life, but it's time to figure it out in the matters of love here is what I'm seeing. There's commitments and new beginnings that you're needing to be strong about and confused about, and having to have some courage even though it hurts, or having some deception because you don't want to say what's going on. So Libra, okay, a lot. So this is your November general reading. Y'all have just tired me out. I love y'all. I love Libra. I do. I'm an Aquarius. I get along with so many Librans. I personally know a Libra. So this to me totally makes sense. But you're going to want to get it together because, you've worked so hard on some things and you don't want all of the other stuff to cause a tower moment and break down your foundation. So if you need to separate yourself from somebody to continue to do the things you need to do it, and then come back around, retreat. But definitely the Spirit is saying either way, separation, retreat, quiet time, because there's some things that need within you to come for full circle, and some responsibilities, some inner knowing, some things that you need to pull together, and get justice for yourself so that everyone involved will also be served justice. Okay, so this conflict is also an internal one, but you're having conflict with other individuals, I believe, because this confusion here. You're confused. You don't know what to do. All you know is how to take care of your practical stuff, but the other stuff, when it comes to love, you're kind of confused, and that's okay. You just got to get it together because you want the milk and honey, right? All right, Libra, I want you to take care of yourselves. Take note of this reading today. Y'all had me running around in circles there for a minute. Y'all had my head hurting, so I know y'all's heads hurt too. So listen, I am going to send y'all positive vibes. I hope that the mid-month will have a lot of this confusion alleviated. But until then, Libra, certainly take care. I'll see y'all on the other side of the reading, of the more readings to come. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Please, 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 and thank you. In love and light.